Good morning, everybody. So this is probably going to be a little late again. I'm supposed to be getting my Anna Griffin thing, the foil machine, today. Now my thing from FedEx or UPS just said today, and from the USPS, which is the Postal Service, says between 9 and 10. Now I think the US Postal Service is usually very accurate with their times. UPS, Amazon, them, I don't trust their times. Their times mean nothing because they will go in and change it over and over and over again. But I do trust the post office with their times. So what I want to do, until that comes, I'm trying to find a scrap of paper here to show you what come about. I was going to do this embossing folder. And this embossing folder is one of those shaped ones. And I think there's probably dies in here, and you cut them out, and then you put them in the embossing folder, and it shapes them, and then you layer them and do what you need to do. And I thought, okay, I'm going to use some white paper, and I'm going to color them, and that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, well, get rid of the white paper. That's not happening. The reason is, years ago, when I got my Spectrum Noir markers, I bought a case to carry them in. And this case came with all the black, shelf things to keep them. And it filled it up. And I filled them up. And I filled the whole bag up. And I've never used them. I've kept it zipped up. I have opened them. But I never used them. I opened them thinking I was getting ready. And then that bag went back, and I've got more sets, and they're sitting on the shelves, and those are the ones I used, and I figured I would save these in the back, and then when the time came, so I went and grabbed that bag, and they are dry as a bone. Let me show you. This is not the one I had, but as you can see, dry. Now, just so you know, I used to watch Crafter's Companion all the time, every day, every show, never missed a show, none of that. Dry, every single one that I pulled out. This is what I got. Maybe a few scriggles. These were the last ones to get pulled out. See, but you're not blending that. That's not going to happen. That's too dry. So I haven't tried this one. Look, the cap's not even on tight. Oh, and that's the one that's going to work. And the cap wasn't on tight. How is that right? Okay. So, when Crafter's Companion started selling off all their refills, I bought every color that I could think of, because I didn't know they were clearing them out. I thought they were just reduced, like had them on sale. And so I bought every color I could think of. And so I have refills. So what I think I'm going to do is, when I have the chance, and who knows, that could be a year from now with everything I've got going on through here. But when I have the chance, I'm going to go through and I'm going to refill these pens. They're the original, I think, for the most part. Which means they have that big tip. Like this is an original. They were round at one point, and then they became that kind of shape, but they did start out round. And so they had this tip and that tip. And so that's what we're going to go for. When I do go to refill, I'm going to refill one and throw away the rest. I'm not keeping them. I got too much stuff, and I just need to get rid of stuff. So I won't be keeping them anyway. So now, that being said, okay, that's the end of this. So let me, where am I going to put these at? That's my question. I need to put them somewhere I can keep them for a minute. Anyways, so what I'm going to do is just use colored paper. I mean, my thought was we'll work with the embossing folders and we'll do some coloring and then we'll get some layering in. That's, yeah, we're going to do the embossing folders and we're going to get some layering in. I'm sorry about that. That was not the way I wanted it to go, but sometimes. So let me show you what you get in here. This has not been opened yet. I did do the other one, I believe. The other one, but this one was not my favorite. I don't remember if I got 2 of them or 3 of them. You know, I used to be so much better at remembering stuff. When I got COVID that time, it just ruined all that for me now. And I don't know. I don't know if it's going to get better. Hey. Embossing folder and die set. There is no die set. Unless they're on the other side of this. Oh, there they are. That means they're very thin. Because I thought this was like that self-adhesive paper. And I thought, oh, they stuck some of that self-adhesive, two-sided adhesive or whatever paper in there like diamond press. No, that's the die. So that tells you. Now, I definitely do not like this packaging. And this might be, hopefully this is when that other company took over and they changed all the packaging and stuff. And Sarah had said when she took over again that they were getting rid of this because this tells us nothing. This does not show a finished product, not anywhere. So, completely useless, the packaging. So I'm going to, we need to cut them out first. So I'm going to try 3 of each to start with. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I need to run it through twice with 3 each. So I have, got 3 each of the dies. So I'm going to go, these I hope I'm right. I'm assuming these are stamens. And I'm going to cut it. I did grab full 12 by 12 sheets this time. I don't know why I didn't just get from the Crafter Companion Kit cardstock and stuff that I have. But this is Kingston Craft paper. And it's a good deal. I felt like when I got it at the time, you know, I got it and it came with all the colors and it had the color tab things on there. And yeah, I was happy. So I don't know how much the prices have gone up for that. So I can't say if I would still be happy or not. I haven't looked because I've got so much paper. And I have decided I am not. I was getting the Crafter's Companion because I don't have brown. And every time I need brown, I don't know why I don't just go to the store and get brown. But I always worry about the quality of what I'm getting. And I know Crafter's Companion's paper is good. Well, this is a flower too. So I'm going to take a third of this also. 3. I'm going to try for the 3 of these also. I don't know if it'll cut. I would say that back in the day, Crafter's Companion dies. Something simple like this. I don't know about more intricate, but something simple like this probably would have done 3. Nowadays, I don't know. And I'm not using a Gemini machine right now either, so that could make a big difference because that Gemini is a powerful machine. And if you want a powerful machine, get the Gemini because it is powerful. My problem with it is it's a powerful machine. And sometimes it's just a little much, if you know what I mean. Sometimes it just overdoes. And so I was just like, and I had the, what's it called? Sizzix. The electric one, I can't remember now. It's been a long time. It's here somewhere. But I was just like, that one wasn't quite powerful enough. And then I had to use Anna Griffin. Well, I didn't have to. I decided I want to use Anna Griffin for the create event because I thought her dies, her, let's do this the right way. And now I've found that using this magnetic mat just changes the whole ballgame. And I don't know anybody else that has a magnetic mat the way hers is. So I am sticking to this. And when I need to, I get a new magnet. I think it just works best for me. I do love my marquee. My grand marquee is nice. So yeah, so I can use those for when I want a hand one, but I am really, really enjoying this and this Empress. And I got the Elite, but they say they work the same, so I don't, just that the Elite's bigger. And it's not huge, right? Like the Crafter's Companion did that big, huge, bigger one. I got that one too. And that one is a lot. It's big. It's got a lot of power. I mean, she doesn't lie about the power. Gemini's got a lot of power, and sometimes, like I said, it's just a lot. It's a lot of power. All right. All right, let's see what we can get with the 3. This one might be harder because it's smaller, more, I don't know if I'd want to say intricate. It's a basic design, but it is smaller like that, like an intricate die would be, if that makes sense. Okay, let's run this through. Let's see if we get 3. I'll be happy just to get 2, to be honest, but let's try it. Let's see. It really doesn't hurt to try it. All right. We'll do some flower shaping. It seems like I've been doing a lot of that lately, huh? That flower shaping. Okay, so it did all 3. Come on, I held on a little tiny bit right here. Okay, there's one day. That one did all 3, so did this one do? Oops. It looks like it's kind of leaving little like tags, whatever, but nothing bad. So that I would expect the leaves to work. Yep. Okay, that can still go. Leaves. Let's see what we got here with these leaves. If we can get them both on still. I think we can. Okay. I think we'll be able to get both. Oh. All right, everybody, I'm sorry. I had my phone ring and I had to answer it. Circumstances right now are that when I get a phone call, I need to answer them. So I had to answer that phone call, and I'm Not sure I remember where we are. I believe I was taking these off. Yes, and I have these over here that I've taken off. Do I have all three here? Yeah, three. I did get 3 layers cut twice. No. Why does it not look like 3? The one looks like 3, but the other one doesn't. Okay, there's 3 there. So 3 and 3. So then I put these back on. And I was thinking that I would be able to get these back on, but first to see if it cut all the way through cleanly. And it looks like it did on the little one. There we go. Nice. Nice. And the big one. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but these leaves look a lot alike, but they are not. This one is wider. This one's a little thinner. So, no, they are not the same. I'm going to go ahead and pull these 2 sheets this way. And turn it over. I don't think it's going to work. Not for the big one. Okay. These 2 will not work, but I can do 2 more here. Big one. I need to line these up. Line them up. There we go. So, line them up here. My square straightest corners are lined up, and there we go. Okay. And since I gotta run these through, I might as well run these through again. So, which I'm sure we want more flowers if we can, right? Not less. More is always better. There's 1, 2, 3. That was a long conversation on the phone. Ugh. It's all right. We have to set our priorities to what they need to be, and that's just the way it needs to be, right? So, remember that. Okay, so now I'm just going to take these dies and put them right back here and get them in the envelope so I don't lose them. I do like this being a magnet. I think has saved me a lot of trouble. It has made my life so much easier for everything. Don't get me wrong, I still drop dies, But, not like I did, because they stay put while I'm moving them around. But the difference in the die cutting with not having them shift and move around is amazing. So, I'm very happy with this, and I don't think I would change this for anything now. I don't think you could convince me that this was not worth it. Now, if another machine came out, you know, I'm not being like devoted to, but her products are good products, and I'm hoping that this, I don't think we're going to need this many of these anyways, but I am trying to be careful. Ugh. See how that messed up, but if I need it that bad, I'll be able to get it fixed up, I think. So, to there, and this one might be like the other one and not cut through as well. If I had this placed more to the edge, it doesn't work as well. And I don't think I was paying attention to it that much. So I had to pull it in case you missed that. I did have to pull it some. Okay, so now these can go. Leaves. This, I think, is the thin one. This is the wider one. And the leaves can go here. Now, I don't really know how long this video is because I got that phone call. So we're just going to play it by ear a little bit, and we're going to look for water reactive inks to put a little bit of color on these. I don't know about the stains here, but let's see. So water reactive, or really any kind. I need orange. I'm not seeing that orange here. No. I have the shimmer. I could use the hybrid. Here's a shimmer. Let's do a little, it's called Peach Terracotta. Peach Terracotta does not have, do I even have an orange? I don't even see an orange, so I'll go ahead and use this one. I don't know how this is going to look. Where's my other three of the big ones? Look, I just grabbed the paper and threw them to the side. My goodness. All them flower ones, that's what I did. The small ones and the big ones. I don't know what's wrong with me, folks. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna use this piece of trash here. Get my sides. So, you see, it doesn't go on as well, right? As, see, as water reactive does. But probably from tapping off it. It'll make it better, I think. It just will be a little different. It just doesn't work as well as the water reactive. The water reactive is a good one. Let me show you the difference. Do you see it? This one also is a shimmer though, and it's a gold shimmer. And it's a pigment ink. So that is a little different. Pigment ink than dye-based. That one didn't do as much. I didn't get as much on the edge. I did it more all around. I want it more on the edge. Just to give it something. So maybe this ink might be pretty close to the original color. Could be lighter. And that would be why you wouldn't see that big of a difference. I don't necessarily need to see a difference. I just want to see, like, it looks like it gives it something, a little something. So it just isn't so flat looking, I guess. And after I get these edges, I'm going to come in and work on the middle a little bit too, and give a little middle, a little bit more. Or we could do the edges a little bit more. Like, I mean, not the edges, the ends. We could do that. I think I kind of like the idea of the insides a little more. It's because those are where the leaves are kind of newer. And to me, that's usually where you're going to see a darker color and, you know, more bright and all of that stuff. Although most people, when they color and everything, seem to do it more to the edges, but I think the inside, to me, always appears that way. I'm going to tell you, I have been doing a lot of things where there's like a green color involved, and it's been coming out looking like black to me. And so if you don't know, I do have quite a few allergies, and, you know, so I Googled, why am I seeing green as black now? And it said one of the things could be pressure. So I'm going to have to start taking care of these allergy things again. I didn't think it was that bad, but then I realized my nose is still messing me up. Yeah, I am still. I just kind of got used to it, I think. I'm not going to come in with like the foam pad and do all that. I'm going to curve it maybe just a little bit with the foam folder. But that'll be all I'll be doing with that. Okay. I think with this one, I may just do the centers and see if it makes a difference. I don't know. I think this color might not have been the best. It's actually kind of cool, showing the gold. And that's kind of what we're getting more of, is that gold color on there. So, Okay, so is FedEx working for the post office? No, something just got dropped off with FedEx. And I don't know. The email said that the post office was going to be delivering Santa Griffith, but that doesn't mean that somebody else here hasn't ordered something, right? So I better just wait. Do I want to do green? Let's just do a little real quick hit 'em up. The orange is done. I don't know that I'm going to do anything to the yellow. This is Lagoon. Is that like, whoa. Wow, and that's juicy. Ooh. I sure changed that green brush real quick, didn't it? Wow. Okay, I'm just gonna make sure they're all facing the right way. And then I'm just gonna do a little one single swoosh. Just because we're gonna be kind of curling them and layering them, so I don't think it's important that it be okay. Just does that look ridiculous? I don't really want to be anything crazy here. I just want to give it a little something. I mean, do I need to pick it up from the glass mat? It didn't work. They gave it something. But no, that's not really. I don't know. I've never used it before, but it's working. Look. What about off of here? I only got 2 left, so. Oh my goodness. Now, this was opaque, and I did not mean to use opaque. That's why it's juicy like that, because opaque will do that. I meant to use a water reactive. Okay. I guess I just seen the color and went for it. All right. And Let's wipe this up a little bit and clean this off a little bit. I'm afraid this is going to be a very long video because I don't know how long the first one went, and I'm going to have to put them together. And that, I normally don't like to do that if you haven't watched me before or very much. I like to try to keep it, you know, to just me doing it. Just coming in and doing it, and no cuts, no editing, nothing. Sometimes it doesn't work that way, though. Oh, I haven't run it through the... I still got to run it through the die that shapes it. That's why we're not shaping it. I'm thinking, oh, I don't remember thinking that we were going to be shaping this. No, we're putting it in here. In here. The one with the indent. That's where it's going. All right. Let's see. I don't think that's it. That's definitely not right. That must be it. Forgetting all about doing this, and I don't know. I'm a little nervous because I'm not real sure about the plate. I'm not real sure how that plate's gonna go. I got it in wrong. There we go. Okay. And then we have the leaves. I don't think I'm going to put the stamens in. But we do want the leaves. Whoops. We got some chunky leaves. Skinny leaves. Skinny. Chunky. Turn it around if it don't fit. Turn it over if it doesn't fit. Hmm. I don't know how well they're going to stay in here. They really don't seem like they're going to stay in here very well. So that's scary. Okay, I'm going to not even put these ones in. Let's just do this. We could fill it, but let's just go ahead and... What did I think this was? The Anna Griffin one. This is the Crafter's Companion one. Okay. I'm going to see if it'll go through with all three of them on. I don't think it's going to. But we're going to see if it does. No. That's just too thick. So we're going to try both folders and leave the magnet mat behind. And then if that won't go, then we'll try a cutting plate, not folder. Then we'll try a cutting plate and a magnet mat. Whoops. No. Did you know when you go backwards, you gotta hold that down? You gotta hold that down. Now I don't know how much it changed. Moved the paper. I don't know why I was thinking this was Anna Griffin. Anna Griffin did them at the same time they did. But, okay. There was one I liked better and I don't remember which one. It doesn't want to take this either. Okay. I can't imagine it's supposed to take this whole thing. But maybe it won't work. I'm pretty sure I tried them all. Look. One of them came out. That did not sound like it did a thing. And I'm pretty sure it didn't. So let's go back to the magnet mat. And if it won't go in, we're going to have to use paper. Okay, let's give it a shot. Nope. Okay. So we're going to have to use something as like a shim. I wonder if this would do it. Try it. Don't try this at home. You don't know if it's going to mess your machine up. And it's not worth it. Don't do it because I'm doing it. Don't think because I'm doing it, it's alright for you to do it. Because that's not necessarily true. Our machines can be completely different. It kind of did and didn't. So let's take a look. Not bad. Alright, I think they actually did turn out pretty good. This one maybe not so much. On the edge, right? The one's on the edge. Alright. Let's go ahead and do some layering. I should have done a pink. And then I might have been able to use them for Valentine's. These are going to look, with this orange, I think they're going to look pretty tropical. Come on out. I don't know why we don't feel like we can use tropical for Valentine's, but I suppose we could if we wanted to. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna put everything back in here. I don't know. I might have done, because looking at the way that's restuck, I'm thinking maybe I did have it, use it, and I just don't remember it. Okay. Let's see about doing something. You know what I didn't do? Was clear this out. See? I did not get that cleared out. Didn't get that one refilled. I think this one may just be trash, I think. Yeah. I think there's too much out of it. There's not enough left in it. I'm just gonna toss that. Okay, whoops. See what that glue did? See, they don't even show you how to, like, should I do 3? Nope. I think 3 big ones. Is that a big one or a little one? That's a big one, it seems, I guess, but there we go, see? And the stamen. It doesn't even look right, does it? See? I would say okay, one more. Three stamens. Also, we'll stick up, I guess. That's better, huh? Like the stamens on like that. I think that much better. I'm gonna move these before I can't move them. I thought that I might come back and fluff some out, but after seeing that, I think I prefer that. All right. Now these flowers, the smaller ones. Now, I am probably only going to use 3 flowers because I don't use even numbers. It's funny because I have a friend that is fixated with even numbers. And everything has to be in even numbers. And then I'm fixated in 3s and 5s. So together we are quite a pair. Works out. I think we balance each other a little bit. Okay. All right. Sometimes it seems like there's enough down there, and then sometimes it doesn't. So, I just go to the spot that feels emptiest and try to fill it in. Okay. Now we have leaves. I didn't do what I usually like to do, which is take these and just kind of curl the tips. And some that just ripped. I'm a little careful there. So here, 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 and here. And that can actually get kind of pushed in. So just turn it in. I mean under. Just turn that tip under. And then try to get that center in. I don't know if they're dry enough. I think it seems that they're moving while I'm trying to turn them. And they're getting all misshapen. It may not. It may just be that I didn't look at them close enough before. All right. See? Sometimes they're just what they are. Okay, I'm gonna put a little glue. Hold it by the front and look, and then this one doesn't have that stuff on it. That's all right. I might even do a big one. So I'm gonna big leaf. And it'll go there. And take a smaller leaf. Oh, that looks horrible. What happened to my bigger leaf? That was it. How come that fell off? I wasn't paying attention and I let it go, didn't I? Okay, and then a smaller leaf. So, there we go. I don't know. We do a big one. Here we go. And a small one. How you like them? I got 4 flowers. I don't need 4 flowers. But I'm going to go ahead and finish this little one. I like this little one probably better than that little one. There we go. Alright. Here's my card base. We're just going to add in fillers. That's kind of what they are. What do you think? And you know what this reminds me of? There was an orange blossom set. Who did the orange blossom? Was it Sizzix? Maybe it was Lemon Blossom. And the orange blossoms. Okay. Doesn't need a frame. Nope. Frame's not doing it. Will this do it? Ooh. Look what did happen. Hmm. That looks a little better, right? Let's see what else we got in here. But we're not putting those. No. Could they take the flamingos? I think they could. Yeah, could. Let's see what else we got in here. Let's see what else we got in here. Hiding in here in all these things. Well, this could. I don't think so. Because the pink does not work with this. No. The pink does not. What if I had the gold? The rose gold. But I probably have to be on the white, right? And put that down first. And then put my flowers down. I think it needs some kind of pattern behind it. I really do. Alright, none of these colors here are gonna work. Anyways, we made the flowers. That was the main purpose. I wanted to show you the flowers getting made. That could even be stuck behind these, just to give it a little more background on here. Let's see. I think I like the small one on the top. Or kind of by itself, anyways. And then this one. What do we think? I'm not happy with that either. So I'm going to do what I tell you all the time. Leave it and come back. Leave it and come back. I think these look really cute, but I don't know. We're going to have to come back. Look at the pink. But these here, these flowers, got nothing to do with no pink. So, I'm going to leave it sit. And we'll have to come back when we can. And look at that. And I know my next video I want to be, hopefully, I will receive it in time to be able to do the Anna Griffin foiling machine. So, alright everybody, if you like my video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you join me again. Everybody have a blessed day. Bye-bye now.